our heart for the gospel of grace. So we never take grace for granted. Yet at the other side, we never get to the place where we become legalistic about grace. Chapter 2 is preparing us for the greater truth he's about to start to present. He rounds up chapter 2, which is arguably my best phrase in the whole of chapter 2. Who then is a Jew? And notice what he's doing. He's trying to make the case that I tried to bring out. In the mind of God, being a Jew is not about being born in a certain location. In God's mind, it's not Israel. No, it's not about the people. It's not about a piece of land. Oh, if you think that's what it's about, you don't know God. I'm sorry to say that harsh, but that's the truth. It has never been about land in the mind of God. Jesus is our promised land man. All the promises of God is fulfilled in Jesus. When God made that promise to Abraham, he was thinking of Jesus. Paul says in Galatians and chapter 3. It's always being about Jesus. He says in Ephesians 3 that the truth, that the mystery that God has hid from all ages, he's now revealing that both Jews and Gentiles can come into one man. It's like having a faulty master tape or a faulty master CD. Then you make 1 million copies from one faulty CD. Everything that is duplicated out of that one faulty one becomes faulty. That's the story of mankind in Adam. But the good news, God brings in another masterpiece, then recreates us all in that one masterpiece. So anyone that slips into this masterpiece becomes recreated in righteousness. And he deals with that concept because that concept is sort of clouded to most of us. The thought that as much as God is angry with the actions of sin, the bigger issue is the nature of sin. Ephesians 2 says, we were by nature subject to God's wrath. It is our nature that makes us sinners. Christianity doesn't deal with our action. It deals first with our sin nature. Then he says, put on Christ. Put on that new man, which is created after God in righteousness and true holiness. And the work of our Christianity is learning to put on what we already are programmed as. The righteousness of God in Christ. So what does it say? Say being a Jew is not outward. It's not cutting off the foreskin. He says he is a Jew. Let's read it from the King James because there's a oomph in the King James there. That's Romans chapter 2, verse 28.